Right now, during Premier Heating and Air's 4th of July sale, get a tune-up on your air conditioning unit for just $109. That's right, only $109 to tune up your air conditioner right now. So make sure you're running efficiently with the help of Premier Heating and Air. Need a new air conditioning unit? Payments start as low as $89 per month. And if you have less than perfect credit, it's never a problem with Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Premier Heating and Air.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Demaryius Thomas Day, the fundamental camp in honor of the late, great Demaryius D.T. Thomas. We've got his lovely mom with us, Tina, to my right. How are you?
Wonderful, and yourself, Miss
Doing
Pat?
great. Good to see you.
Likewise.
We got Aunt T.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to see you all. Talk to us a little bit about, for one, how this journey has been, because, you know, this is a bittersweet time, because, of course, we'd rather have your son here with us. Yes. And now here this is in honor of him. Talk to us of how things have been for you these past couple of years with his passing.
Every day is a different day. Every day is a different emotion, but I have had a lot of people surround me with love and support and memories and pictures and videos that has helped me through this journey. But without them and without God, I would be a mess.
For sure. And Aunt T, we know how close you all are and have been. What has this journey been like for you?
I'm gonna be honest, it's been hard. It's been really difficult. It tests your faith on a lot of things because he was well loved. And we feel like he was an angel walking on earth. So like my sister said, with people sharing their stories of how he was and all the things that we're finding out, that the goodness he just gave to people, that is really helping us in our healing process.
For sure. And you know, I say this often, you don't ever know your reach until you're gone. You may never know it. Yes. Until you're gone. And you have seen, we all have seen and witnessed the reach of Demaryius Thomas, people that he's been a blessing through the years, organizations that you didn't even realize. And for you as a mom, you know, as you take all this in, I know it's been overwhelming for you, and having people here celebrate him. And look at you, looking right at his face. How beautiful.
And then the back.
And then your back. Look at that. Make sure you capture that and that junk in the truck. Come on back around here. I love it. I love it. You know, and we're smiling because we know that the life that he lived is one full of that one love.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And I have people here from Denver. I have heard from people in Africa. I have heard from people in Canada. His limit, it wasn't even a limit. It was it's unreachable.
Unlimited.
Yes.
So this is that reach. This is that reach, because I would talk about him being a hometown hero, but he was a hero to this nation. Yes. To this nation. And you know, most people will never get that type of reach, and so we do take it all in, and we don't take it for granted, the life that he lived. And this right here, this event that you all are making sure happens every year in his honor is very significant. And now, Aunt T, when you look around here, when you see all these people here in support of your nephew, people who love your nephew, who have come from all over this great nation to really show honor to him, what is it like for you?
That's an attestament to me of how people loved him because of who he was. And so that, like I said, that gives us strength, and I absolutely love it, because that's one of the ways that we're going to keep his legacy alive. And to keep him moving, even though he's not here with us physically, he'll always be with us spiritually.
For sure.
So.
And you know, I can remember back to, you know, his funeral. Yeah. It was very overwhelming. To see the young people, when I would go into the schools and seeing the young people with autographed jerseys of his, going to his camps that he would have, and what it meant to them, and the ones he graduated with, just talking to them and them saying what he meant to them.
That's a great honor. Like, I can't say it enough. that has really helped me because I had fell into depression, and then I hear his voice in my head like, get up, shawty, because he would call me his shawty. So, so he'll say, get up, shawty, come on now, you know you got to do better. And so that helps me to, you know, get up and go. And when I see kids like you just described, that just makes my heart swell more with not pride to be bragging, but pride to be proud of the man that he is and the lives that he touched.
You are so right. And what fond memories do you have of you and your nephew?
Oh my God, so many, because whenever it's a family little joke between us, but everyone knows I'm a germaphobe. So when we would go out to eat with him, he'll introduce me as this bougie auntie. So. Oh my God, we have so many playful moments because he was always and forever a kid, always playful. Yeah. If you seen him serious, something had to be really off, because he always was upbeat, and he would always tell us, hey, don't let this get you out your character. Yeah. Don't let people take you out your character. It's all right, auntie.
You know, I'm gonna tell you the most memorable, the interview that I had with Bebe, it was at his camp, and I remember. I finished that. It was the best interview because I closed it calling him Demaryius corn shucking Thomas, because he showed me his tattoos, and I'm like, that's corn.
He used to pick it.
He did, and so here it is. You know, everybody that has been connected to him has their story. Mm-hmm. They have what that piece of him that means something to them, and I don't think we can take that away. And it's special because you see them gathered out here today.
Yes, it's a blessing. I thank God for each and every one of them, and the ones that didn't make it or couldn't make it, I thank them.
And so here it is. We're out here at the beautiful Southern Pines. You got so many people who have volunteered their time. Tell everybody who's out here, what organizations have been supporting.
It is the Dublin Fire Department, Dublin Natural Gas, Southern Pines Recreational Park Committee, TV 35, Next Level, Tri-City State Football Team, Edwin May with the IC, Brandon Chain as the DJ, Academy, how many people? I don't even know. It's a lot of people. If I forget you, charge it to my head and not to my heart. But it's a lot of support.
So much support. And, you know, we just want to thank you all. You know, me being a part of this community, Lawrence County School District, I do think it's quite special when the community can come together for such a time as this. And I want to say this to everyone out there: value people. Take the time out to spend time with your loved ones. Let them know that they're special. Do things. Get involved in the community, because you never know when it's going to be your last time. And so I just want to thank you all so much. Thank you for bringing me into the fold. You know, I love you all. I consider you all family. Thank you for what you all are doing to continue to pour into this community, because Bebe Corn Shucking Thomas is proud.
Yes, and one love, as he would say, one love can create a lasting, long memory with everyone.
And here it is right here. Thank you both so much. We are here with the D. Herrera family from Denver, Colorado. You talking about super fans of Demaryius Thomas. We've got the lovely Desiree here. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well. And her precious daughter, Gabby. Hey, Gabby.
Hi.
And congratulations on your recent graduation.
Thank you.
And now here you are at University of
Hawaii.
Very nice. All right. So talk to us a little bit, Desiree, about this love and admiration for Demaryius Thomas and how that has been for you.
It all started, she was a huge fan of Demaryius. When he got traded to Houston, she was devastated. So we came out to that first game out in Denver with a huge fan saying, like, you know, you will always be a Bronco in our heart no matter what. And so we met his mother, and after that we just formed a friendship, and he brought us in and treated us like family. And it was the most genuine, pure love that we received from him. And he brought us in like family, and it was a blessing. He's been a blessing in our lives.
So Gabby was this initial fan of okay, so now Gabby, so you are the one that has done the Die Hard.
Yeah.
Tell us about that and from your own words, please.
It all started like with football, but as time went on, I knew he was a good player, and I was like, he's my favorite because he's good.
Wow.
And as time went on, it wasn't even about football. It was about who he was.
Oh my God.
One of my best friends, everything.
And how was it when you met him for the first time?
It was crazy. I mean, even just seeing him when we went down to Miami to watch him, he was with the Jets, and he threw up the heart, and
is the best thing in the world.
Oh my God. So here it is, this love for football, the love for Demaryius Thomas, and then here it is, and when you learned of his passing, what was that like for you all? How have you been able to cope? Because even though, I mean, you felt as though you're family, how was his passing? How did it affect you, and how have you coped throughout these past couple of years?
We found out about it from the news, so it was like devastating. We were in shock because we had just actually communicated the day before, and so now it's kind of like taking it day by day. One day you'll sit there and you'll just start crying, and then you're trying to celebrate his life and honor him. So for us, it's really important to honor his legacy and his life, and just a positive influence that he had in this whole entire world, and to be just more like Demaryius and spread love in the world. And one thing we would always tell each other is, make sure you smile. He would text Gabby in the morning or call me and said, tell Gabby to smile and to have a beautiful and blessed day, So always sharing the smile and spreading love into the world to honor him.
There it is, that love, spreading that love. Gabby, you lost a hero.
Yes.
What was it like for you, and how have you been able to deal with it? And of course, you honored him when you graduated from high school. Talk to us about all that.
It was extremely hard, but now I just know that I gotta live the way DT would want me to live and spread peace, love, and to everyone I know. And the crazy part was the day that he did pass, I actually did a speech in my student government class of who was someone who impacted your life. And I did my whole speech on DT, and I actually started crying. I bawled in the middle of it. I had no clue why, because I was like,
Oh my God.
and then just that night we had gotten the news that he had passed away, and my whole class was reaching out to me, and it's been extremely hard, but now I know I gotta honor DT and live the way DT wanted me to live.
For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the connections that we're talking about. This is that reach that we're talking about. I mean, Demaryius Thomas being from here in Lawrence County, and the connections he made with this beautiful family, and the relationships forged, and being able to encourage one another and to still show that love. This is what we're talking about. And here it is, you've come down here, you've flown all the way down here. And what has today been like, and being able to get together with his family?
It's, like I said, it's a blessing. We were blessed to have him in our life, but when he brought his family into our life, and now to see his community. So it was big for me to come from a city in Denver who loves Demaryius, and who Demaryius loved, to come to a place that he loved and be with the people that he loved so much. And he never forgot where he came from, and that was important to him. So that was important to us to come down here and see, and be a part of it and celebrate him.
I love that. Anything else you want to say?
I'm just grateful for the opportunity to come to his hometown and see where it all started.
All right.
And it's so real to be here.
Isn't it awesome? Well, you are here.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you all here. Thank you so much for loving our DT, for being there for him, and we're glad to have you here being a part of Demaryius Thomas Day.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gabby and Desiree.
David sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
Scott sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
Dylan sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
We do cars well every day at Dublin Nissan.
Hi, I'm Meg Greer-Evans with Middle Georgia Estate Planning here in Dublin, Georgia. At Middle Georgia Estate Planning, we focus on estate planning, which covers the creation of wills, powers of attorney, and healthcare directives, as well as the creation of revocable or irrevocable trusts. We also specialize in elder law and can assist with guardianships and conservatorships, as well as asset protection for those that are looking to their elder years in life and wondering how they'll plan for their care. If you have any questions about estate planning or elder law, or how you can protect your assets for your care and the future of your family, give us a call at 478-272-2885.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the community leader for Legacy 88 herself, Teresa Holiday. How are you?
I'm great, darling. How are you?
Doing great. And you're the organizer for Demaryius Thomas Day.
Yes, girl.
You've been so busy in the community. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh my goodness. We've got, of course, the Demaryius Thomas Day that we're heading off today, which is a way to bring communities and leaders and children and families together. Y'all know Demaryius was all about family oriented, and that's why we're heading off this event this year.
For sure. And you have been working with these kids and making sure that they have everything that they need to be successful.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Legacy WD88, just to give you a rundown of that, it was started because of Demaryius Thomas. He gave so much back to the Oconee Trojans travel, cheer, and dance team, and some of the kids are here today with that Oconee Trojan logo on, representing. But he gave so much to that, and as far as me, 25 plus years, you know, I've been doing programs in the communities and heading off for the kids to have things to do. And again, I just want to you know, do something else different, and this was that different move to touch those different hearts of children.
For sure. You've got different organizations that are involved.
Yes, ma'am.
So you did a lot of work, a lot of planning to make sure that Demaryius Thomas Day, this fundamental camp, happened.
Yes, we've got our community mental health here. We've got the fire department here, the Dublin Police Department. Oh my God, in the city of Dublin, they got these big fans out here to keep us cool. You know, they brought things out for the kids. It wasn't just, you know, we wanted to connect the parents as well, but they did things that could bring the kids and show the kids to have a good time, because these kids are our future.
For sure.
You know, we've got to set a foundation for our kids to show that community is everything that we need. When they say it takes a village, it does. It takes a village to do just what we're doing right now today for Demaryius, and it takes a village for us to do what we do in the community.
I love that. And you know what, Teresa, what we have seen evident in you is that you are part of that village, you care about that village, and you are doing things that are foundational for this community to be a success. Anything else?
Oh, girl, we just, and I just want to throw another thing out there. Coming this July the 29th as well, we're going to do a 2-day tournament in remembrance of Demaryius Thomas. It's going to be again here at Southern Pines, and it's going to pull all counties. So now we're uniting with counties of youth and children and parents so that we can do and set a foundation for them as well.
I love that. So thank you so much for everything that you do for this community, and continued success for you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Teresa Holliday, the community leader for Legacy 88. We are out here for Demaryius Thomas Day, and this is the fundamental camp where these young men are learning skills, valuable skills that will definitely be beneficial for them out there on the field. And we've got the president of Next Level Prospect with us, Rashawn Carter. How are you?
How you doing, Miss Pat?
Good to see you, brother.
Nice to see you, too.
Now, talk to us a little bit about what's taking place out here today, what you're working on with these young men, and then talk to us about Next Level Prospect.
First of all, thank you for having us.
For sure.
We at Next Level, we come out here to support Demaryius Thomas and his foundation, and his mother asked us to come help us out. So what we did, we got all our coaches together and the trainers and the players, and we come out here to give the support.
Love that so much. Now tell us what Next Level Prospect is and what you're doing with these young men right here, as I see so many familiar faces representing our local schools. Talk to us.
What Next Level our mission is to get everybody, work what they already got to get the next level. Right. What they already have inside. We just here to give them, be that step.
To be that stepping stone, that tool, that extra tool in their toolbox for them to be a force.
It's just a bunch of coaches, a bunch of other guys came together. We came together and tried to help the community get back what we once had.
I love that. And so I'm looking at some players you say that are already committed or working on being committed to colleges. Talk to us.
We got Quinn Clark right here. He committed. He's a University of Indiana commit. Nas Johnson is a University of Florida commit. And, you know, we about to build off that right now.
How important is it for you all in the position that you're in as Next Level Prospect to prepare these young men? And why did you find or feel there was a need?
See, when we first started, Eric Jackson right here, myself, and Chris Oliver, he's not here today, but we used to just work our kids out. And what we started from our connection with the college, his son at University of Kentucky right now, got Chris Darrisaw over here with his son Donut, Jaquez Evans, and we just started from there with Romello Height, with Stephen Linton, and we just came together, seen the vision, and we just put it together right as one.
And, you know, when I think about it, come on up here, Mr. Jackson. You saw him stretching my little arms to get you up here. You know, you're also fathers, too, and so you all are lovers of this sport. And how does it feel for you? Your son is doing great things. Division I, I mean, you've been working with him all his life. And now how does it feel for you to be able to work with these young men?
It feels real good because it gives me an opportunity to give back to some of the things I did for my son.
I love that. Fellas, okay, come here. You're committed, Lord. Tell us how this has been beneficial for you, young man.
Keeping me in shape and like helping me with certain techniques that I need.
I love that. And here's another one over here. Come here, big guy. Talk to us. How has this helped you be a better athlete?
To feed off what Quinn said, it helps keep you in shape. You get to find other people that are like more father figures and coaches to you that'll keep you all in check. Just if you need somebody to talk to, lean on. It's just outside of football as well. It's not just all football. It all just connects together.
I love that. So you're learning life lessons. Who is this young fella? Oh, he's too nervous to talk. Anybody else? Hey, son, tell us about you.
Oh, it's fun. I'm just coming out here and competing, and everybody's having a good time, making us all better.
And you know, when you think about this, and you think about this day, you think about what it means. You know, this is Demaryius Thomas Day. Demaryius Thomas, who is a hometown hero, who lived a life that most of us will never, or haven't even dreamed of being able to live, and it was a life cut short. And to be able to have family, friends, and people in the community to be able to join together in honor of him and building a legacy to continue is something awe-inspiring. Hey, young man, talk to us.
My name is Caleb Jackson. Like, they were saying back there, like, we can compete every Saturday. Like, we work hard, work our butts off, like, to get where we need to be every day. And, like, we take that as, like, a life lesson.
And, you know, when you think about what today really is, this is a football player who lost his life. How does it feel for you to be out here on this specific day to learning these skills and being around so many people that love Demaryius Thomas?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, like, because you learn different things every day. Like, it teaches you stuff, like, to, like, get to the next point, to get to the next level.
All right. Well, we got our eyes on you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else, Mr. Carter?
We just would like to thank people like Coach, East Lawrence Coach.
Oh, we're going to get Ben Turner in here.
Coach from West Lawrence and Dublin, they allow us to use their facilities each Saturday. We just like to thank all of that right now.
We absolutely appreciate the coaches. We're going to have them speak to us in just a moment because, you know, when you think about it, regardless of what school district or where you live, where you come from, we are really a big family when you talk about the community of Dublin, Lawrence County. And this is evidence in you all coming together with next level prospects.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you all so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Next Level Prospects here for Demaryius Thomas Day.
As we age, we face more physical concerns. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine can help you live a more pain-free life. Back pain, stiff joints, balance concerns, arthritis, and more. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine can help you improve your quality of life. Call for a free evaluation today, 478-275-1800. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine accepts referrals from your doctor, or no referral is needed with direct access for up to 8 visits. So call for your free consultation today, 478-275-1800. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine, 911 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin, or at rehabadvantagesportsmed.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay. I'm a local orthopedic surgeon with Houston Clinic Orthopedics, and we'd really like to invite everybody to come out to our new office facility to take a look at it. It's a larger space with physical therapy, and we're just excited to have it, and we'd love for people to come out and visit us.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
This is truly a community event when you're able to see the young people come together, and of course to see the coaches coming out and showing their support here for Demaryius Thomas Day, this fundamental camp. We got the head football coach for East Lawrence High School, Mr. Ben Turner, to my left. How are you doing, Coach?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's it's great to be out here and see the youngins get some extra work.
Glad to have you out here, and we've got the Lord have mercy. This is the new one up here. Basketball is your thing, and football, Coach Izell Stevens.
Yes, ma'am. Great to be here.
Now, talk to us a little bit about, what it means for you all to be out here to support this event and to see these young people out here honing in those skills and just helping, just any little thing to help them become better and more effective out there on that field.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, it's great that we've got a bunch of selfless men in this community, that want to help because, that's Dublin, that's West Lawrence, that's East Lawrence. Yeah. They're here in Trinity. They're here for everybody. Yeah. Nobody's paying them to be out here. Correct. This is something that they've chosen to do to help our community. keeping our kids busy, you know, it keeps them out of trouble. It keeps them on the right path. And, you know, now they're seeing the fruits of the labor with the Division I signees and you know, all this great stuff. And then, you know, at the end of the day, after they've worked the dog out of them, you know, they feed them really well. You know, they take care of these babies because, you know, we're all family in this community. And I hope people realize that. And just the extra conditioning and work that they get, you know, they know what they're doing. You know, I have no problem with saying, hey, man, you need to get off your butt on Saturday and roll out there and get some work. And so it's been great. Now, you know, it's to the point that my little boy, they're out of town today, that's 5 years old, would roll in and go through a 3-hour practice with them. And they have the patience of Job and would sit there with a 5-year-old, putting them through the drills. And then it's great to see your you know, your other young men in the community gravitating to make sure that my little boy is taken care of. And, you know, it's just been a great event. It's been going on all summer. You know, it's slowed down now that we're all in season because these young men are getting pushed so hard during the week. But, you know, there was times where you come out here and there'd be, you know, 60, 70 kids running around and it's not a playtime. I mean, I've sat there and watched them run them on the hills behind Dublin Stadium for 20, 30 minutes in a row. I've sat there and watched them at East Lawrence run them on parachutes for about 20, 30 minutes. And, you know, it's just been great. And, you know, we're very grateful to these men that have done this. And because like you said, they don't have to do it, but it's for love of community to make us, you know, to make us all better and understand that we're all together.
You're absolutely right. And I know that you all work so hard off season. I've interviewed you before. You've talked about that off season and how important that is because you all hit the ground running. You all hit the ground running. All right, Coach Isaiah, talk to us. Glad to have you on board. We know you all have been really working hard because the season's coming up for sure. Talk to us about what it means for you to be out here and see your boys out here.
I think it's phenomenal for them to see our face outside of school-related functions, you know, just to see that we support them in their efforts to get better every day. Like Coach said, this is a community event. There are different schools from all around the county here, and that's huge because they're the next level guys are putting in the work with those athletes, and even the younger kids, they're seeing Division I athletes train outside of their school, which is pivotal for the success for each one of these kids.
Yes, it is. And, you know, we certainly appreciate both of you because we know that you all really care about the kids. It's that whole aspect of the kid, and we appreciate all that you all do for these young people and preparing them, not just on the field, but with life lessons. And so that we're so thankful to have you a part of the Lawrence County School District. Anything else you want to say to us?
No, ma'am. Come on out and have some fun on the bouncing slide. They got the grill going, music playing. You're missing out if you're not here.
Absolutely. Coach, you good?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's just a great day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Ben Turner and Coach Isaiah Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Coach Carlos Jones with us here for Demaryius Thomas Day. Coach, I mean, this day is special for you on a personal level, not just professionally. Talk to us a little bit about what this means to you and what Demaryius has meant to you.
This means a lot because Demaryius was a guy who was for the children. He was for kids. He poured into them. A lot of his spare time was investing in kids, and so this day is what it's about. It's about pouring into these kids and helping these kids to hone in on skills and to learn the game. But not only learn the game, but learn how to be men, learn how to be responsible, and understanding the work that you have to put into the craft if you want to be great. He represented excellence, and so this embodies who he is.
And, you know, Coach, to have you out here to be a part of anything that you represent it with the utmost integrity. And to see, like you're saying, seeing these young people and seeing how they're learning and learning skills some have never even learned before, how important is that for them for actually getting to that next level?
Oh, it is very important. I mean, if you want to be great, you got to be able to put the time in. And this camp is called the fundamental camp. And so fundamental is learning the basics. And if you don't have the basics, then you don't have anything to build on. So this day is about establishing a foundation for greatness.
For sure.
And so I know that Demaryius is looking down and he's smiling on this day.
For sure. And, you know, you talk about fundamentals. I mean, playing basketball and loving the sport like I do, I remember, we had fundamentals was key to even winning games.
Yes.
I remember playing teams who didn't have the fundamentals down pat, but the ones who were fundamentally sound, those were the ones that were consistent.
Yes, you give me an athlete that willing to learn fundamentals, I take that over skill any day, because fundamentals is going to win games.
You're right, and it's teachable.
Yes,
it's teachable. And so for this day, Coach Thomas, I mean, when you think about the reason why we have it, it's the bittersweet thing of losing Demaryius so young.
Yes.
And now here it is, you're connected to his family, you're connected to the friends, people that really hold him dear to their hearts as yourself.
Yes. It's about keeping his legacy alive. And this is, I mean, not only was he for our kids, but he was about family.
Yeah.
I mean, and when I say family, I'm not just talking about blood. I mean, he looked at family as anybody he poured into. You became part of the Demaryius Thomas family, so that's what this is about. It's about keeping his legacy alive. He lived about one love. That was his thing, one love, and that's what family is all about. Is one love. So that's what this day is about, and that's what makes it so special.
And it's evident as you look around, like you say, people from all different schools and districts coming together for one.
Yes. And what people don't understand, even though he was a graduate of West Lawrence, he was for all the kids.
Yes, he was.
I mean, he just didn't give attention to West Lawrence.
Right.
He just poured into kids, no matter where you was at, what school you represented. And he supported all the schools.
For sure. And thank you so much, Coach, for all that you do for these young people. You pour into them on the field, on the court, in the pulpit.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Carlos Jones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Mr. Curtis Coates, who is a programmer for the Dublin Lawrence County Recreation Authority. How are you doing, Mr. Coates?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful. It's a little toasty out here, but I'm still doing good. Yeah.
Talk to us about the Recreation Authority, like the things that you all have been doing. Like, you all have been doing some great things. In addition to Demaryius Thomas Day, you all have been doing some great things in the community and getting our kids involved.
Yes, ma'am. Well, right now we're just trying to finish up a couple of the projects that we have, had prior, turfing the fields, the 10 new pickleball courts. And the playground is finally, here, and it's almost looking on the bright side of being done. So, we're very excited about that. We have our water park that's going right now, and we're doing great with that, as well as the fireworks show for the July, and other plans that's coming in the near future too as well. So.
When you look at the facelift that this place has gotten, I mean, you all have been really working really hard, and it's like we've been talking about community all morning, and this Southern Pines is just a great way to bring that community together, and the Dublin Lawrence County Recreation Authority is instrumental in that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, we try to be, we take community very seriously. We try to be everywhere that we can be. We can't be everywhere all at once, but whenever we get a chance, we do pop our heads in and then try to, get on board with a lot of events that come to the community. So.
For sure. And this particular event, tell us what you all did to make sure that this happened. And this is the second year.
Yeah, it's the second year. So, me and Miss Tina, we've been in contact now for probably 6 months, and then she finally, sent out the text of what all she needed, and as far as what all was going to be done, and then, of course, I, sent it to the maintenance supervisor, and then we started getting these fields ready, and then we did a special twist to it though this year. Because one thing that we did want to do was just, make her, know that we do care and we do put a lot of work into it. So we was able to put Thomas in the end zones, and then also put the 88s out here on the fields too as well. So that was a good thing, and I can't take credit for that. That has to go to maintenance. They did an excellent job today on making sure this event was very special for her.
And what I love about it, I came by yesterday, did a little reconnaissance of it, and I saw it yesterday, and I'm like, okay, that's really classy. And so what you all do and so much that you do behind the scenes is just really special for our community, and we could not thank you all enough, Mr. Coates.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we do thank we do thank everybody, and then we do accept all thank yous, and we just try to do the best job we can, day in and day out.
And it's evident.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, that'll be it. Well, y'all make sure that y'all come visit Southern Pines Water Park every Monday through Sunday up until the last week of August.
There it is. You've heard it from the programmer here for the Dublin-Lawrence County Recreation Authority, Mr. Curtis Coates.
From humble beginnings with a desire to serve the Dudley community, Bank of Dudley has grown to 5 locations, serving Lawrence, Twiggs, and surrounding counties. Serving our community since 1905, the Bank of Dudley is looking forward to its 2nd century of community banking. Drop in today to any of our 5 locations: Jeffersonville, Dudley, East Dublin, Veterans Boulevard, and downtown Dublin. Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
It's a good old summertime and a great time to call on Century 21 Durden Cornegay Realty. They'll help you buy or sell your home, land, or commercial property faster and more professionally than anyone else. So call on Brian Howell, Charlene Lamb, Adam White, David Deeves, Jennifer Bradley, Mark Bateman, Jay Brantley, Jim Jarrett, Raina Dubberly, Yvonne Robertson, or broker George Durden. Make the good old summertime the great old summertime with the help of Century 21 Durden Cornegay. Log on to c21dublin.com, call 272-1535, or come by and see Century 21 Durden Cornegay on Veterans Boulevard in Dublin, the #1 realty company in Dublin and Lawrence County.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Bobby, Demaryius' dad here. Bobby, so glad to have you here. I mean, this is something pretty special here representing your baby.
Yes, it's definitely special. And me, myself, I enjoy trying to keep his name alive, keep his legacy going. Matter of fact, that's why, what I'm behind is called Legacy 88. Not sure if everybody know about that, but that is something that the nonprofit that we're actually leading and carrying on. So hopefully, people will be looking out for that here in the near future.
For sure. And we got the founder of Legacy 88. We just spoke with the young lady, Teresa, talking to us about the things that she's got going about Legacy 88. We've got Mr. Thomas Walker.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to be seen. Legacy 88 basically was Demaryius Thomas I worked alongside with, working with the youth. And we started a travel football team, and the travel football team that we started was successful. We had a lot of other counties. Now it's now called Tri-County Elite. Old County Trojans now are ranked, which is Tri-County Elite, which has merged into county built, like every other county, Swainsboro, Sandersville, Vidalia, we done merged into like this huge thing. Now it's seriously one love. So what we're doing now is continuing that to go, and with a lot of youth and stuff that we've done, we've been able to be ranking number 4 in the nation. So Legacy 88 was a continuation of Demaryius wanting to come, but before he was deceased. So I decided to make sure that his legacy continued to go.
And this is what it's about. You're talking about a legacy, and I think that every day, the life that we live is part of building that legacy. Right. And the bittersweetness of this is losing Demaryius Thomas, your son, so early in life. But look at the sweetness of it, of people coming together for that one love. Bobby, how has this journey been for you since losing your son, and how have you been able to just cope with things and moving forward?
Well, when things first happened, it was definitely tragic, and it really hit me hard because, we wasn't, I wasn't just father, he wasn't just son, we were like brothers. And, we did a lot of things together. It's almost like we came up together, even though we were 20 years different age. But, so it hurt me really bad when it happened. And I was down for, almost a year, had to get a little help and stuff to get me back on track. But, Lord's willing, and, a lot of prayer. I pulled through, and, I feel like he was talking to me as well, because that's what he would have wanted me to do, He would not want me to give up, and I didn't. So I'm here, and now that I'm here, I want to help lead this legacy that he had already began. And that's why, I want to really be behind this Legacy 88, and with Mr. Walker here, so we can carry this thing on.
For sure. And here you all, you're taking on that passing of that baton.
Absolutely.
and really making sure that Demaryius's legacy lives on. And you know, Thomas, I know that you all were friends, and so this has been hard for you, for one, to just cope with it, just the emotions of it all,
No doubt.
but then having to, you know, pick yourself up and to keep pushing through for Legacy 88.
Right. Well, Legacy 88, if you notice, the other group that we have now, which is Next Level.
Yeah.
Okay, Legacy 88 goes from the football league. It goes from ages of 8 to 10 to 11 to 12, all the way up to 14.
Sure.
Now, what we have now with Rashawn Carter and a lot of the guys that he got, they started this program, Next Level.
Yeah.
They kind of came in and we met with Mr. Bobby also, and they said they see the one love in it,
Yeah.
and they want to become a part. So we all has partnered together. So you look at the one love that he wants is growing all over the city.
Wow.
And other programs, for a lot of time, we have worked separately. And I thank God that we're able now to kind of bring everything together. We can be different parts, but still work in the same areas. So.
And that is absolutely what it's about, because when we keep the main thing, that's when you can get work done. And you know, here it is, you know, Demaryius started a great work and you all are continuing that.
Right.
You know, Bobby, I think when I first met you, I didn't realize that you and my brother were good friends. I didn't realize who you were. And I'm like, wait a minute, you look familiar.
Yes.
And that was probably one of the best interviews I did with you guys. And of course, talking to your son, it was really great. You and I go way back.
Oh yeah.
No, we go way back.
Like LeBron hairline.
Like LeBron. We go way back. And so here it is, you know, it's nice to see the work that you're doing in the community and how you're bringing this community together. And this is just a really small part of the big picture. So anything else you'd like to share?
Well, you know, I just wanted to share, you know, next couple weeks, you know, toward the end of the month, we have another little, you know, interesting feature that's going on.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit of the action right here. I think the dates are...
It's the first annual Demaryius Thomas Tri-County League tournament that we're going to run.
Okay.
It's going to be up to about 35 teams that's going to come down. It's going to be done on this same field, but on the back side of this field. So, like we're saying, we're growing Demaryius Thomas in every way that we can.
We love that.
So it would be done out here on this field on the 29th and the 30th.
Of July.
So you can come back out and watch other teams. This team that we told you about, which is Tri-County League, that was formerly Oconee Trojans.
Right.
Teams are wanting to play them now because they're ranked number 4 in the nation.
Oh,
So they coming from Texas, Louisiana, Florida, all over Oklahoma, and they'll be back out here to play in this Demaryius.
And what time's that on to 29?
That's going to start like 8 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
and they're going to go on for 2 days.
Very good. Well,
Absolutely.
we're excited about what's taking place. We're excited about what's happening here with Legacy 88 and the Tri-County League and Next Level prospects. So it's all working together.
One other thing I want to say. The other thing about Tri-County Elite, they are also helping with our kids, getting them into college. They're working with them with helping them to go to the next level.
Yeah.
From when they play ball with us, they'll be able to go to the next level, getting them seen about other big major colleges. The other thing that I want to make it clear today, that baby dad is still alive. And in ideas that I come up with a lot of times that God give me, I'm man enough to understand that once you come up with something, and he wanted his legacy to live, and why not lay it over into his son, in his daddy's hands? So this is what I want to do today, and I want to make it known that Legacy 88 will be ran by his daddy. And he'll be the CEO of it, and I'll be one working to help him with it.
Well, there it is. There it is. Bobby Thomas will be the CEO of Legacy 88, keeping that one love and that dream alive for Demaryius Thomas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Thomas Walker, the founder, and also this is the daddy, Bobby Thomas. Thank you both.